And today we are going to talk about something that we are always talking about nowadays. And that is the impending, gloomy, impending doom called,
The economy.
the economy.
This Ronga I'm always making fun of. I'm coming. Kiambu areas like
Guys, like, can we move to Limuru? Can we all just move? Like, can we just leave Nairobi?
3 nyanyas were 10 bob. From that kiosk over there near Melrose. How much is a nyanya now?
One is 10 bob.
Cheki sasa.
Am I buying 500 shillings for 10 rolls of tissue paper?
Guys.
At this rate, we're gonna get bidets.
I swear.
What are they called?
Bidets.
bidet,
Yeah.
Rudi Ocha. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Over 25.
Yay!
If you're new here, we're just going to quickly introduce ourselves, starting from my left side.
Jules.
just Ivy.
Lonzi.
And Shiki.
Woo! So if you're watching this is probably our third episode since coming back. And today we are going to talk about something that we are always talking about nowadays. And that is the impending, gloomy, impending doom called,
The economy.
the economy. There is currently a global recession happening. And because of the recession, the high inflation in our lives is just ridiculous. I read somewhere that the value of 1,000 shillings 10 years ago is currently 1,600.
The value of?
Oh,
Yeah,
The value of what?
10 years ago, what 1,000 shillings could buy you is what
need
1,600 shillings,
today.
right
I
now.
see.
I thought 16,000. Okay, I was
No,
like,
1,600.
okay.
So we are all really in a really bad place. For me, I can say, just basic things like paraffin and kerosene and fuel and unga and tomatoes are ridiculous. You guys, I never used to care about nyanyas and now I do.
Yeah.
So it's very, 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 very crazy right now. And I just wanted these guys to tell us or to talk about what have they done in their homes, or how have you guys been handling the current inflation?
May I, before we even talk about how we've been handling it, I think I remember when we were in USIU with tears, a lot of them. In USIU, I think 3 nyanyas were 10 bob. From that kiosk over there near Melrose. How much is a nyanya now?
One is 10 bob.
Cheki sasa.
Yeah, even water. I think what surprised me is water.
Yeah.
I remember when carrying it,
The one for the dispenser.
Yes.
Yeah.
It used to be like 300 and something shillings. Now it's 5.99.
Yeah.
Just the water. To drink water, you spend 600 bob.
Imagine.
The 18 liters. Is it 18 liters or
It's
20?
18.9 liters.
Yeah, and I'm just
Gallons.
like, that's ridiculous.
I used to buy 500 ml water for 20 bob. And that was like about 5-6 years ago.
Okay, you guys, and
And tissue paper.
Tissue prices.
Tissue was like 50, then now it's
Guys, it's
500.
it's
What the
500
hell? What just happened like this past like 3 months?
Babe.
2 months of tissue. Because I just went to the supermarket the other day. I'm like, I know my brand. And it was 359. It's just sale 332.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, am I buying 500 shillings for 10 rolls of tissue paper?
Guys.
At this rate, we're gonna get bidets.
I swear.
What are they called?
Bidets.
bidet,
Yeah. And you air dry with a fan, honestly.
That's one way to beat the economy, but I don't know how much you invest to get a bidet.
Only like 1,800.
Really?
Okay.
I have them in my house.
Oh.
1,800 and they don't need to do anything with piping.
No, they just connect to the WC.
Okay.
Then you need
So
that
the money
the
comes
water.
from the-
Yeah, and then they do it.
Whoa.
So the money doesn't come from the WC, it comes from the water that feeds
Okay, the WC.
the toilets.
Yeah.
So you just spray. It's very nice. It's also very good for like sexy time. Sometimes when you like really want to get laid and then your person is in the house, but you've had a day.
Yeah.
And the day it was hot. And maybe you are not even wearing a cotton underwear. Understand? So it can be a funky funk. Not that it smells, but it's not like rosy fresh.
Yeah.
You get
it.
So you don't, because somebody might be like, yo, what's up? And you're gonna be like, hey. all day, every day, but you know, this chick is.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
that's
very good.
our first coping mechanism.
Yeah. Buy a bidet.
Okay, for 1,800 shillings.
I think it's like 1,800 then labor, you know, but it's not at 5K, 6K.
Me, I thought it would be- that's what I was
no.
expecting
It
to
depends on
hear.
the one you buy, but they are pretty affordable.
And what else do you, if it's not, what else do you use it for if it's not for sexy
Me,
time?
it's usually because
Yes.
okay, to be honest, that's like the main reason.
Yeah.
I got it. Because when my mom installed it in her house, in our where I grew, my house, her house, the house.
Yeah.
I noticed, of course, I was not having people in but it wasn't, the reason was not for sexy time. It was for, sometimes I don't want to take a full shower, you know, at night. Yeah, but I realized every time I wash my hands and my pudash and my face and my feet sometimes, like imagine I'd actually go to the sink, I feel fresh.
Okay.
Like I know it's a bit crazy, but like that's my thing, leave me alone. So because sometimes you don't feel like taking a full shower and then also on your period, sometimes it gets, you feel like you want more to feel fresher, you want to be cleaner, So that's when I use it. I don't use it necessarily for when I pee. I actually don't know how people of the Islamic faith do it. I'm like, do you rinse then use tissue every time, or you just rinse and not use tissue? Because I know
Especially for number 2, I've always wondered that.
Yeah, I'm sure they. I know they rinse, but do they use tissue after to wipe?
They still have to,
Kidogo.
especially for poop.
Kukausha.
Yeah.
Unapia kukausha.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm just saying.
Yeah, tell us in the comment section.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Okay. All right. Or I guess you could also use it to masturbate.
Okay.
It says the pregnant woman in the room.
No, I just remember the category in whatever where like it's called, I think it's like faucet or whatever.
Yeah.
The pressure from Nini.
And
Anyway.
people do it in their bathtub, their shower head.
Yes, it's not
finished.
It's not cute.
Yeah.
I'm like, you
Finish by doing that. I'm like, okay.
I don't think it can work on a toilet because you're on a toilet.
Because you're on the toilet.
Like, you know, in the bathtub, I guess it's different.
Because you're a bit more relaxed.
Yeah, on the toilet, it's like, and then also there's bacteria in the bowl. You don't want some
I've been thinking
splashback.
about splashback so much. Yeah,
It's not for me. Yeah.
Anyway, I was but we digressing things on a lighter note. So Julia, that's I guess one of the things like she keeps saying of how you're but also no, that was for a totally different reason. It wasn't because of the economy or the cost
of living.
So has it made water go up?
No, because I don't use it every day.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
okay,
it's just a little spritz, you know, it's not like
Okay,
you're
okay.
using it to shower.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sorry.
Well. So Shiko, tell us. How is your home coping?
Trying to cut costs where I can because, as in, honestly, you guys, like, what I was paying 7K for maybe 2 years ago feels like it was so much more, like it was a much bigger basket than it is now. Now 7K, like I can I can carry my bag in one go. So I try to cut costs by changing brands for some items. There are certain items that I'm not hell-bent on sticking to my brand. Something like tissue. Tissue, I have preferences. There are brands that I like because they're tissue can disappoint you guys.
It can
really disappoint
How
you.
so though? Because now me when I was in the
be rough.
supermarket that day, I normally buy Cozy. I like Cozy. But then I was like, it's gone to 500. I'm like, how? Then I saw this one brand, I can't even remember.
Which one?
But is it Toilex? I don't know.
Yeah.
Then it was only the only one remaining and it was still 300 and something.
Okay.
And I took it and I went home and I opened it and put it and I was like, okay, it's fine. It's still
Yeah,
the
it's
same.
still okay.
But it's not the white one with the spots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me, I was like, let me tell you, if we have to go back to blue tissue,
Hey,
we might
it looks
have to
like
go
that's
back to
where,
blue
that's where
tissue.
guys are going.
Yeah, why has tissue gone up so much?
Me actually shop, like if I'm doing physical shopping in the supermarket, there are certain items I can literally go to the aisle and see what's the cheapest.
Yeah.
And that's the one I'll buy. Just to offset.
And sometimes also most of the time, supermarket branded items are usually more
More
affordable.
affordable.
I do that a lot as well. I do that a lot. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. So that's one way.
Yeah.
I'm changing brands.
Okay. So you're
in
going
some
for
areas.
generic. You're not
I'm
grateful.
going for more
Yeah,
generic.
because I remember the last time I bought Cellpack tissue. Cellpack tissue even back then used to be
Guys,
quite expensive.
even back then, I didn't understand how you guys were buying Cellpack
Babe,
tissue.
even me tenner, because I
It
was
was
so
my
got
treat.
tenner
Yeah, oh, you
quilted.
said it was your
Now I'm
treat.
tenner ile normal.
Ya kawaida.
Ile ya kawaida.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Some items are you just downgrade kidogo or go generic.
Yeah.
So do you track this to see that, okay, since I stopped buying this, since I stopped buying this, I'm saving this amount of money, or?
I don't think I know the specifics.
Yeah.
But it has now just become much more of a habit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps I should have a look and see how much less I'm spending. Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to tell you how much less, but for sure I'm spending this.
Okay.
Okay,
No, that's
okay.
okay.
100%.
That's the tracking.
So for me, off of just what like you guys are talking about, for me it's supermarkets. I've changed supermarkets from a discussion I was having, and someone told me that's the most expensive supermarket, and I was like, wait, what?
Yep.
And then now I'm at like I've been saying, they have generic stuff that is so much more affordable. Their vegetables are more affordable, and I'm like, I wish I knew this sooner.
Yeah, we had this
I
conversation
just
with
wish.
Ivy.
Yeah, so I've literally changed supermarkets.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, we're changing our lives.
Change supermarket, change your life.
Change your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Jules had talked about water. This was just a happy coincidence, and I thank my nanny for it. There's even a time I had posted this water for the dispenser, and people were saying, oh, it usually has toxins, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, but that was a whole other story.
The water for the dispenser has toxins.
Yeah,
I thought it's
yeah.
from the mountains. That's what they say. From
It's
the
pretty-
You know,
springs.
anything I think in plastic has microplastics.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Always, and then the dispenser itself.
Yeah, the dispenser needs to
quite
be
dirty.
cleaned
You need
as
to
well.
The
really-
dispenser itself is what worries me.
to really
Actually.
wash it. Yeah.
Guys, what are you saying? How do you clean the dispenser?
Call the provider of the, because that's something like that. You might end up even buying a new dispenser.
But these things
call
are
the
important,
provider.
babe.
No,
No,
like the
sweetheart, there's
like
some-
if the brand is brand X, you can reach out to brand X in general.
In Kenya.
In
brand
Kenya.
In
X
Kenya, but
They
see,
have
they're
them.
imported, these things.
No, like there are certain brands that have service centers.
Presence.
No
Yeah.
presence in the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
Unless you're not on this.
aside from that, I think also who is the guy we usually call for this? Like the electrician who usually comes to fix our stuff, I think would be able to
Clean.
to do that.
Oh, okay,
Or to
okay.
open it up. He's opened it up for us before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, we should be drinking water in glass. Glass is better.
Yeah. Lonzi was even causing for me for using a plastic container.
In the microwave.
In the
Don't do
microwave.
that.
Like it's
No,
microwave
don't.
safe.
Just empty it into a ceramic thing and
Yeah,
heat.
don't do that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, what I was saying.
Even if
What-
water
I'm
gets
sorry,
stuck
I have
in
to
your
ask
car for a
another
bit in
question.
a plastic bottle, you're
Yeah,
not
you're
encouraged to
supposed to
drink
drink it, and I do that all the
Something
time.
to do with, yeah.
Even
I do that all the time. I'm like,
habits.
this is my bottle for the car.
Yeah.
I need to stop doing
Yeah.
that. But if I get a glass bottle, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glass bottle is fine.
So what about the microwave covers, babe? The plastic ones?
Just don't.
So we just let the food
cover, yeah.
Or cover with something else.
Guys,
even the cover.
my mind
You
is
can use
being
your
blown.
Okay, me, I use my cover though. So you're talking about the one that you put
Yeah,
on top.
cover,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I'm like, as long as it's not touching my food. But I guess if it's heating, I don't know.
The
But at
things
least
are still in
if
there.
you kill at least one, it's less, right?
It's better. The
Anyway, you're right about microplastics.
Yeah.
Even when we were kids, and I know this is a bit of a diversion. It's related, I promise you. But, when we were kids, you remember how cancer was such a... One person has it and it's one person in like so many people. Nowadays, we know... At least me, I know like
Yeah.
3 people in my family who have had cancer or have cancer.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
In my family, me, it was always things I used to read in books or on TV. Ati, she has cancer. Oh, and I'm like, hey, huko America, things are thick. And now it's here in Kenya with us. And we don't have the same infrastructure, health infrastructure that they do.
True.
So I think it's definitely what we're putting in our bodies.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Fuck. I think a time will reach in the future and they're like, the era of the microplastics. You know how we say the era of slavery, the era. I think even that's they'll be like, these guys were just eating. People are dying of on one side, people are dying of being overweight, and then on the other side of the world, people are hungry. The cancer, the research is there. Plastic causes cancer, but then plastic still being produced. It's like
The thing where the world is dying is how we are dying.
Yeah.
Like, Shiki was saying.
What I was saying about the water.
Yeah.
I was saying happy coincidence. I think there's a time I needed to replace our water. Then I came home and found my nanny had she had boiled in a big sufuria and just decanted into the plastic bottle because these bottles are reusable. Yeah, so No, I don't buy the bottled water. I don't spend the 600 bob.
Yeah.
That's a good
the
saving.
water.
Kagaga.
My issue is, babe, it's water from where? Is it the borehole? Is it Kanjo? Is it the one you're buying from the...
It's the Kanjo one that she boils. Because even growing up, that's how we used to drink water.
Even us.
Kanjo one is treated, yeah.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
us.
but we boil. We still
I
boil.
think it's fine if you
Yeah.
boil.
Yeah.
And are there other methods that can also save you gas? Are there like tablets you put into water that purifies? Are there, instead of the water dispenser, there are pure water thingies?
Even a filter.
Yeah.
Guys told me on IG when we're having that water conversation that they've not paid us to mention. There are companies that you can actually buy a filter system and install it in your kitchen and you'll move with it. Yeah. And
But does it take away toxins or it's just bacteria?
I
I'm going to figure out.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a good, it's a good
It's a good
saving. I think
investment.
you'd even shared it.
Yes, I had shared it on my IG.
Oh, it was your IG, I saw it. So you
Yeah.
said you can put it in the
You can
a
put
filter
it-
system,
yeah,
so all
someone
the
sent
water
me
in
a
the house, in all the taps.
Yeah. No, these ones were saying they install in the kitchen.
Or in the kitchen.
Yeah, directly for the kitchen tap. Yeah.
Okay.
Cappuccino.
Actually, because I know a friend of mine who theirs is the house. The water in the house, the main server has this filter. I guess that thing.
Okay.
So, like when you in the house, they drink water from the tap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here in Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
can do
usually
that.
ask because, like, for me, there's city council water which never comes.
Yep.
Water in our place is served so, but wait, what are we gonna do about the water problem in Nairobi? Excuse me, hi Sakaja.
Water doesn't come
Hi, please.
in 3 weeks.
3 weeks, even me.
Yes.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. It came on Sunday between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. And then the pressure was so little, so like not everyone got water.
By the time it becomes
Yeah, so and then at the end of the month you're still getting a bill for 1,200, and it's
Yeah.
which water?
Whose water am I
From
using?
water,
water.
and maybe you've bought the big lorry for 3K,
Exactly.
335.
Yeah.
Please, Sakaja, if you're hearing me, help me.
And a full lorry, that full whatever is 5,000. How much is it? Yeah, actually.
Yeah,
no, it's
my
3K.
guy is 335.
Yeah, it's 3K.
See, they come from anywhere. So there's Majia Kanjo, which there's a plumber who told me, hey, nowadays Majia Kanjo, it's not as good as it used to be 10, 15 years ago. This is what he was saying. That's why we have a lot of sediment, like the mineralized, it's called what? Like when you have a lot of...
The mchanga in it. Yeah.
Okay, and then there's borehole. Borehole, me, I'm like, okay, which aquifer is this? How is it being treated?
Yeah.
And then the maji that's being brought by
By the tank.
the tank has, because you have to buy water. So I'm like, even if I boil, I'm not sure what I'm putting in my body.
Your body.
And that's what worries me. But even us growing up, we never grew up with
boiled
this
water.
thing of dispenser was for hospitals.
Yeah.
As we used to boil water in a sufuria, we let it cool overnight, and then you decant it the different Majia fridge,
That's
Majia
exactly what we are doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. It has saved me, and specifically because in my home we consume a lot of water. So that 18 liter, I counted recently lasts 8 days. So that's 6 sock every 8 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's madness.
Something that I do that I never used to do is add water into milk. Like even the lady who cleans the
for
house.
your coffee?
Yeah, for anything. Like even when I'm boiling tea, you know, I wasn't.
You never used to add water?
Water to milk? You just drink milk like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I always added.
Even me, I thought
but mine is like
it was the
50-50.
method.
Yeah.
I thought that's how it's done.
Well, if it's just tea for me, I don't add water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why I was like, should
Sister
I
Pesa.
do this?
Sister Pesa. No, but I actually just generally was taught that even to make
Even
tea
me, that's all it
generally-
is. It's not even about saving.
what I
Yeah,
do.
it's not an economical
It's
thing.
not an
It's a tea.
economical-
You don't make very milky
Well, I know even at my mom's house, that's how tea is made.
With
We add
water.
water, like
Yeah.
1 cup. But for me, I just don't do it. I
because
want it
you are
rich. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just, now I add water, and then even the ladies, for the cleaning lady, I'm like, please ongeza. Kila mtu kwa hii nyumba aongeze maji.
Yeah.
So my milk lasts
welcome.
longer.
Well, welcome to this side of the life.
Yeah. And the taste, so are you okay with the taste? Some of you just, this is such shit tea, man.
Well, I just
Umeadjust.
nimeadjust.
Okay.
Nimeadjust.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
What about you, Ivy?
Okay, so I mean, I won't really talk about the home much. It's not sexy to me. I don't really connect. So
With the what?
The home. So I won't come here and tell you guys, oh my God, now nyanyas.
Right.
I am actively looking to make more money because if you've described 1,000 shillings is 1,000 10 years ago is 1,600 shillings. So how do I make that 600 or how do I double that 600? So my strategy is literally to just make more money that I'm making now to offset that difference. So I'm aggressively calling my clients to get new contracts in order. I am looking for extra sources of income outside of content creation.
Yeah.
If it means looking at things to sell in the house, all those things. So I'm just actively looking to make more money. If it means shifting my investments to places that are earning higher interest, I'm constantly in the mode of how do I make more money? Because at the end of the day, things will get worse before they get better.
Definitely.
And I think I'll just talk about both my strategies now. Things will get worse before they get better. So the other thing I am doing is amping up the building of my emergency fund. So if I had an emergency fund for a year, now I want to make sure I have an emergency fund for 24 months in case. Let me tell you guys, August shocked the shit out of me. When all clients was like, we're done. I'm still recovering from August now, and I'm like, shit, I should have planned way ahead.
Even with
Exactly. So this shit will get worse before it gets better. People might get laid off. Your clients will stop talking to you. So make sure you have a robust emergency fund for at least 2 years. In case of anything, you can survive your current lifestyle for at least 2 years. So for me, I'm just making more money. It's out there. But mostly making money is easy, keeping it is different.
It's different.
Making more money and my emergency fund, I've switched back now to building it back up again. I'm trying to build it for a year.
And then, so like your emergency fund, so do you sit down and say, this is my cost of living per month? Then I need to do times 24.
I know how much my budget is there, let's say for a month, but it also includes just not the house, includes my children.
Okay.
Of course, yeah.
My current lifestyle. If
Your
my
current
fuel
lifestyle.
for my car,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because even me, I have my budget, and I have an emergency fund, but I don't have a goal for it. I
It's
don't
an emergency.
See the emergency, and the emergencies have come where I'm like, oh God, it's time to pay for my medical insurance and the money that's usually in the account.
Yeah.
That I can just be like, I'll swipe. I can't. Because in January, kuna medical, the car insurance now has gone up from bloody whatever. I'm 30%, 40%, So those are now expenses that I had not prepared for.
That's why you make more
Money. Hey, let me tell you, Ivy.
I
you've
see
really taught
also,
me
though,
today.
you can want to make more money. Okay, but I guess it also goes back to how you say your mindset in the whole story. But you can want to make more money, but there's just no way of making more money.
Baby, there's always a way. I don't think like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll go back down to the whole mindset thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think of a situation where someone, you're at your you can barely save anything.
Yeah, and then you're telling
just
me
make more. I don't have the connections. I don't have, like, yes, there's stuff you can do, but it's either not immediate or, so I just, it's not, it's easier said,
Easier said than done.
There's this thing about making more money that also really humbles you as an entrepreneur, as someone who's in self-employment. I'm constantly on the phone. Literally, I'll say the word begging for work.
Yeah.
You have to step off this pedestal and this whatever and say, okay,
yes,
where can I get money? And I call and I'm like, I'm very open. If any of my clients watches me, I'm like, by the way, guys, I'm broke. I'm broke. Make more money. Cut your costs. There's very many. And then look at your lowest hanging fruits. Like I've said, selling things. I look at my stroller, my baby stroller, which I'm so attached to this stroller that I've not used for years. And I'm like, I bought this thing for 80 Gs. I can sell it for 50K. I can sell my clothes. I can sell my shoes.
That's another thing.
Making money is also, you have to be very vulnerable and just humble yourself. Poverty will
humble you.
Humble the shit out of you. And then again, as you said, mindset. Once you put it in your head that I need more money, I swear to God, the things will come. I want you to remember the over 25 meeting we were having recently when we were planning our strategy. And I was like, I told these girls, we need to be making X amount a month. No, right?
Yeah, we were all like,
until we sat down and wrote things down.
Yeah.
Like, shit,
it's doable.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Like I said,
Okay, can we sit down and do that strategy properly? But we need to write them properly.
We didn't finish.
We need to sit and we need to do. Actually, guys, we need a bloody meeting.
Yeah,
because it's possible.
It is.
But like,
guys, it's possible.
Hata mimi nimekuwa, I've become shameless now.
Thank you.
I'm so shameless. I'm like, look, I need this money. So
Hey, that's what struggle will do to you.
Yeah.
Hey, you lose your shame.
You lose your shame.
As Shiki, we're talking about moving out of Nairobi. Our pride of living in Loving Song. I'm like, Loving Song,
Lavington ladies.
The houses we live in now, we can get the same house at half the cost.
Yeah.
This Ronga I'm always making fun of. I'm coming. Kiambu areas like
Guys,
to
like, can we
humble
move to
yourself during this
Limuru?
period.
Can we all just move? Like, can we just leave Nairobi? Guys, Nairobi is
like,
too
I'm so
much.
down.
There's
I'm
no
so
water.
down.
It's insecure.
Yeah.
There is so much pollution, air pollution, the traffic.
First,
And
our
construction is
Our
still
area,
happening.
There's still so many buildings coming up. We were fucking
Yeah,
houses, man.
15 years
Wow.
ago when we were kids,
Through the Ocha.
Through the ocean,
it was aspirational. Like, oh, I want to move this side of town.
Yeah.
I remember when we used to drive this side from Langata. But first of all, living in Langata, I thought we were good.
We thought we were hot
Yeah, I didn't know
shit.
anything was wrong.
Hey, Langata, you guys were good.
Yeah, Langata was fine,
But
right?
it was very good.
But nowadays, guys are like, Ati, I live in Langata. I don't know, it's like there's a shit. Why? And that was normal anyway.
Yeah.
But then I remember when we were kids, going to, we used to have, as I told you, it was in this channel when we were talking about D&M Video Library. There used to be a video library.
Yes, you said you're
D&M Video Library. So we used to go like every 2 weeks to get movies. And I remember thinking, hey, I like this side, it has a lot of plants.
Oh.
Like as a child, I could see the difference of like when you say, we're going to Yaya Center. Like it was a different part of town. Like you could feel it.
Yep.
But anyway, like I think the allure of Kileleshwa, Lavington, Kilimani.
Yeah. It was the next step for us as Langata people to...
Right, I guess. Yeah, I think as a young, I'm talking about young, like you're a yappy, or you want to have an apartment.
Yeah.
You want to be close to where all the clubs are.
Yeah.
And you want to, but it's not that deep, guys.
Anyway,
Imagine.
looking back, we had it so much better. I used to look at people's apartments. I'm like, oh, it's so cute.
It's so cute.
But I was living in a house with a compound.
No, that's what we crave.
Yeah. I think some of the stuff has been said, especially the one with Shiko changing brands.
Yeah.
When I first moved out, like I was like, only the best for me because I'm a princess. And I was like, I'm attracting, I've manifested.
Yeah.
Even me, I got a shock. I think it was also August or something. What happened? I think those delays.
Elections.
Oh, fuck, those delays in payments.
Yeah.
So me, I was here. Anytime Bloom has a new dress, hi, I want it in blue, pink, purple. And I will pay for it because I'm supporting Kenyan business. Hey, I'll tell you, I was, sis. Poverty can humble you. I'm telling you. Poverty can humble you. So please, if we are always meeting, come to my house, we cook. We don't have to always do Nabo Bistro. I love Nabo Bistro, by the way. I love Nabo Bistro.
Very good point.
Have your friends at home. You don't have to go out. Yes, have your friends.
There's a potluck.
You can do a potluck. Find ways to hang out in safe spaces in people's houses that you don't have to go and pay. Because every time you swipe, you go out, you're not spending less than 2.5 on the and I don't mean out for drinks. This is minus alcohol.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Have a meal.
Yeah, I think COVID. What I loved about COVID was there was a lot of house things.
Yeah.
So back when it was time to go back out, I remember it took so long for me to finally go to this your favorite bar in Nairobi that is not so far from the house that we live in. So it's like next door. Anyway, I took so long for me to go there. By the time I went there with you guys, first of all, that place is lit. I love it. Even like I was just thinking, yo, this is a lot of people. I'm not ready for this. I got so used to being at home.
Intimate.
Yeah, but then now when I finally got out, I'm like, where are we going? What's the plan?
Yeah.
When you look at your M-Pesa on Monday, you're like, please. Me, I think I'm even spending more money now.
Yeah.
As a 30-year-old, because when I was young, I swear I'd leave the house with 2 Gs and come back home with 1,500.
Because even we have more disposable income than at that age. And then at that age, I think we're happy to go out and just wait and see who's gonna buy some drink. But now, if we're all hanging out, let's take a shot, I'll buy.
But then we're always buying our own drink. I think back in the day, I think boys were also very eager to impress.
Yeah.
So there's always like, oh, Shiko is here. What do you want?
I think it's the age we're.
Maybe it's the age we're at. Anyway, because me right now, I come in, I know I'm getting my drinks.
Yes.
So, but before, so about the brands, for sure, like now there's these brands where I used to be like, especially cleaning products. I'm like, ish, what is this? You know me personally, I didn't really know things, prices, because the only thing, maybe I was like, oh, Like now, I even know cat food has gone up by like 500 shillings.
Wow.
Well, at least in my mom's house, I used to buy the pet food.
Yeah.
The dogs were my responsibility. But I'm like, I didn't have a cat. So I know my cat food used to be like 1,100, literally just 2 months ago. Now it's 1,600, 1,700.
That's a big
So the other day, me and Vanessa Coco, the influencer whisperer, were talking. We're just having a chat. And then I don't know how we started talking about cat food. And she's like, it has gone up by exactly 400, 500 and what shillings. I'm like, yes, I'm not crazy. Because when I went to the supermarket, I asked this guy, I'm like, do you have this? I thought it was maybe maybe it was the size that was too big. So I'm like, where's the smaller one? He said, we've never stopped that. I'm like, but this thing, has it gone up? He said, no, that's how it has always been. So I said, okay, maybe I am seeing my own things.
Yeah.
I just went to the till and I'm like, I've spent so much money plus cat litter.
Yeah.
So things have gone up, and it's not by like 50 bob. It's how does something go up from 1,100 to 1,600?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. And same to tissue. That 200 jump
Even
is
the
so
tissue
big because these are
was-
household items.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it the fuel cost? Is it what? Is it the war in Ukraine? And I'm sorry, but like, what has caused this spike? Yeah. So, but something for me, what I do is like when I first moved, like I said, I used to be like premium brands, oven cleaner. You should have seen me spraying the oven. I think I was so excited. Now I'm like lemon, warm water, baking soda, bitch.
Yeah.
And this house, my lady who washes the house, I was like, Sasa, I'm like, why, how much are you using wood cleaner for the floor?
Yeah.
So then I was telling my dad, I'm like, Dad, imagine, I can't believe I'm grateful for what you're building.
You're like, thanks, guys.
He's like, that's how much pain I used to feel buying. Then he told me, no, your floor is not wood. Because I was doing what I see in my mom's house.
Yes.
They buy the wood cleaner.
Yes.
But he's like, no, that's only for the mahogany floor. Yeah, my dad has a mahogany floor.
Wait.
Downstairs is mahogany hardwood, but upstairs we have this. They're called parquet.
Parquet.
Parquet. He said parquet, you don't need to use wood cleaner because it's not.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you for telling me that.
That's what my dad said. He said because it's if it gets spoiled, you can replace that square. And it's not hardwood. It's not it's not your wood. Yeah.
You may buy the one for
Wood
clean.
cleaner. No, he said just use no.
Yeah,
But you can buy it, use it
one.
once in a while. But my folks were like, just use water, water and maybe and your sufficient disinfectant, whatever, it'll clean. Yeah. So now I'm like, I'm not buying that. But something I wanted to say is, for me, like I said, I was like feeling cute, buying all the cute things. Hey, you should have seen me in the butchery. I'm going about butchery, meat and meats. I used to do chicken thighs because the thigh is the favorite part of the chicken.
So delicious, man.
It's so delicious. Now because I live alone, I'm like, it's me. But then you start hosting people, you've cooked, have this. And I used to buy in the supermarket or these butcheries on the way, or in these areas that we live in, but they're very expensive. And I knew it, but I was lazy to basically, I basically buy my meats now, like from a bit further.
Yeah.
There's a guy I know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or city market.
City market
Is much more affordable.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's somebody who my friend, she has somebody and we just give them the order and they deliver. I just make sure I order early in the morning so I get the fresh stuff. But yeah, I've had to adjust that particularly,
And that one really helps because what you get in city market for 6 sock, in the supermarket will be 8 sock, 8.50.
Yeah, it's much higher.
Yeah.
So I think when I'm in a rush, I'll just be like, okay, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, for one.
But honestly, me, I had never felt when people would say the economy is affecting your basket. I would never feel it because my money was purely for me and my hair, my nails, my fuel, you know what I mean?
I want that life.
Oh, it was beautiful. Wow. It was beautiful. In fact, I get why people were like, Jules,
why are you rushing
to leave the house? Stay home. And I'm like, no, but I own my own space. Yet at home I had my own space. I had my own. Thank God my folks are just the best, and home was a very positive place for me. But I wanted my own thing, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I get it because all the money I'm spending on rent, which I always say rent, I think is also a social construct. It's a basic need. Why are we paying for this thing that to be protected from the elements.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, my rent.
Yeah.
Actually, it has gone up. My rent then the food,
Also
then
rent goes up.
yeah, and then steamer, then Maji, and I'm like, no wonder I was a rich bitch.
That's why you had so much.
That's why I had so much. That's why I thought I could move out.
Thank God you beefed up your emergency fund.
No, I
that
did.
time.
I did. But now is when I'm feeling it. I think is what I'm trying to say. I would never have really been able to relate to this conversation.
Okay.
Because I didn't even know the prices of things so well. Because the one time I go to the supermarket, my mother is like, oh, you're there. Can you get first this? It's
So you
a
just
one-off.
get what you're told to get.
It's a one-off. I move on. But I would definitely knew the price of gin and tonic.
Well.
But I like what you said because I think, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, it's elevated you to want to make
more money. Yes, babe. And I like to tell you, Ivy, I'm loving the mindset you're in. You've always been in a money mindset, but I'm liking that it's so positive and uplifting. I'm feeling, every time you're talking, I feel like I'm in a TED talk with you, from you. It's not just we have to be rich. It's like, these are the tools and it's positive. Inspiring.
I understand at the time.
Babe, inspiring.
Oh, thanks.
Inspiring.
I have one more point actually for the home that I've just thought about. It's very random, and maybe she can relate to this one. That so many times I would argue with my nanny. Like I find the kids eating chips and chicken, and half the plate is ketchup. And I was like, babe, do you understand the price of ketchup? Then I realized, of course she doesn't.
Of course she doesn't.
Every month nowadays, at least once a month, I give her money to go to the supermarket herself with the shopping list and buy those things. The first time she did that, she told me, she actually started, she's like, Mama, Toto, is this how much oil is?
Yep.
Is this how much ketchup is? And she, herself, because of being in that situation and looking at the price and seeing money, there's a very beautiful psychology that goes with cash depleting. So when I'm at 8,000 and you're like, what the hell? So she's like, she calls me Mamanji.
Mamanji.
What isn't she?
What is Nji?
What is Nji?
My daughter's name is Wanja. She's moved it from Jinji, now it's Nji. So she calls me, Mama Nji, is this the price of cooking oil? Is this the price of ketchup? Is this the price of whatever?
Ketchup.
Since then, she's very, very frugal with my items now.
Wow.
It was mind-changing, and she's also empowered because she goes and sees, and so it's like give or take. So at least now I have a partner in the house to help understand exactly how
That's great.
It's a very random tip, but I suggest if you have someone who's like that,
Someone
give
you
them
trust.
money.
Someone you trust.
Give them money.
Yeah.
She takes care of my children. What is 8,000? Give them money. Let
No,
them
it's
go
not
and
like
whatever.
that. Like, exactly, the fact that you have that rapport with her.
Yeah,
You know, it can't just be any nanny you're giving money to go to the supermarket.
No.
Like, she's been with you for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like that. And
Would you guys consider moving out of Nairobi because of the rising cost of living?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
We discuss it a lot with Shiki nowadays.
Yeah.
Me
A
too.
lot.
Please, can I be in those discussions?
Yes.
Because I'm for it, and I'm glad that the kind of work we do,
Exactly.
we can
Exactly.
That's what
maybe
I
we
wanted
should try
to
and
say.
take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know.
There's more value for money out there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What used to keep me away from that was commuting.
Commuting to work.
Commuting to
The
work.
transport systems in Kenya are not good at all.
Exactly.
People in
Exactly.
London, somebody lives Sijui where, and they take a 45-minute train. Like they're already outside London.
Look at that.
But they do it every day because here in Nairobi, from your house to my house can take you 45 minutes, and without traffic,
It can.
it's 10 minutes.
It can. When I'm doing school drop off
Expressway.
nowadays,
Yes, I
school
do.
drop off nowadays can take me even 35 minutes.
Imagine.
Guys, you know where my house
And
is.
it's right
you know
there.
where my child goes.
Imagine.
35
That's ridiculous.
minutes.
So
And that's
without
just
traffic,
going.
can you just give an estimate how it would be without traffic?
Oh, okay. So without traffic, it's a 5-minute drive, honestly. Yeah, without
Doesn't
traffic.
make sense.
That's what Nairobi has become.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No tube, no
Tunarudi
overground.
Ocha.
Another way for me that I'm coping right now is I don't go to work every day. I work from home. Like, I have my workshop in Kasarani, which is pretty far. And actually, when schools close, I really enjoy because I'm like, I just go, I've made it like fika so fast. But especially like from starting August and then now, I used to go like every day, other than the Thursdays that we meet, I would go every day. And now I'm like 3 times a day, 3 times a week is enough.
Yeah.
I don't need to be there all the time. I've started just making sure that my person is at least here and as a kua. Me, I'm just working from home. I have my computer. I'm good. I'm not spending money on fuel, of which another thing, fuel. Okay, my old car used to kunywa V-Power. Now I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's something I heard from Amos Ngahu, my clinic.
Yeah.
He was like, up until a year or two ago, we didn't actually realize that we could afford V-Power. You know,
I
didn't even know. I'm hearing
you could afford V-Power.
could.
Guys,
We could. It's the same price.
it was not that expensive. That's why I was always on V-Power.
Oh, because the fuel now.
No, it's the price of V-Power.
Regular is V-Power.
Exactly.
V-Power.
You actually could. That's why I was on V-Power, because I used to love how my car sounds. I could feel the difference, and it wasn't that expensive.
Yeah.
Now,
How much is V-Power?
No, how much is V-Power now, by the way?
it's 200 and...
Damn.
Let's say 225.
Yeah, something. It's ridiculous.
I don't even look there. You're kawaida.
No need to be there.
I was saying the queues when the
The last day.
the last day.
Last supper. Where? As in, but why it's shocking.
It's shocking.
It's actually
It's
shocking.
shocking
How quickly money just does poop.
In and out.
Anyway, me like
In and out.
when I'm in the car and I see like this too small. Kwanza, actually, I've also changed where I buy my groceries. Like,
Oh, that's another thing I wanted to say.
Right now I buy in Casa because I'm in Casa, but they're so much cheaper. Like, you can actually find 3 nyanyas for 10
For
bob.
10 bob.
Yeah,
But my issue is
like
where
I
they
look at
come
those
from.
prices.
I send my nanny when she's going for her off on Sundays.
Yeah.
She can get for me from
Oh,
those
people are
places.
coming,
Yeah.
from Shags. But babe, you know me, my issue is, you know how
Where
Nairobi
do they
is
come from?
so kuna ukarabati mingi.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is ukarabati or a moral issue or whatever. You know how people grow vegetables from the sewage, and it's there, it's still happening.
Yeah, it
So you saw that TikTok, this guy
Yeah.
talking about it.
I saw.
I mean, there was a whole expose like
Yeah.
like what 10 years ago about people using sewage water and Nairobi river water because there's no other way to make money. I guess. I mean, it just shows you this is where society. This is where we are as society. That people they are consuming it, and they can see, even people who are growing it are consuming it.
Yeah,
and they
they
can
must
see,
eat
Yes,
to live.
they must eat to live. So it also shows you the state of the nation.
Yeah.
But me, that's my fear. That's my fear. It got to the point where my mom now, she started to grow a lot of the vegetables.
Yeah.
In fact, that's what she
That's
told
why
me to
I need
get.
to
I
move
forgot
out.
in her house.
So
She's
we
like,
plant.
every time you come here, tuna some skuma and some spinach from the back because she knows it's being grown there.
It really is ideal.
So another reason we should move out of town because there's no space in apartments to grow.
for your kitchen garden.
Unless you can, but microshamba, she knows how to do vertical.
Yeah.
Nowadays, and she's doing this thing that she calls a recession garden. She gives you tips on how to grow stuff now at your house and whatever.
Like
What's
in the
more cost
balcony.
effective?
Yeah.
So
Me, I'd love to grow my greens because I love greens. That's my thing. I love spinach. I love skuma. I love lettuce because I do a lot of salads and wraps and,
yes, you
and
do lots of
cabbage.
salads.
Yeah, so me, I get so worried about
Yeah.
fruits and veg nowadays.
Those are the ones that you're eating raw. Those are the ones that I'm like lettuce. I know lettuce you can find to slugs in it.
Yeah.
You have to wash. You have to wash per leaf nicely. Oof. But it feels very nice eating from your garden. We've done it once or twice. Because she is a plant dad. And I don't know how these things are done, but I cook them. But it feels very nice to pick from your own garden.
Everyone should do that because anything could happen. There the world is going.
Yeah. Recession
Just plant
garden.
your own
At least
food.
have food.
Have food.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to know what the audience are feeling. Like, are they feeling this effect of the rising cost of living? It's also not matching with the income that's coming in. Is it only us? What are some of the things that you're doing and mindsets that you're shifting as well?
Yeah.
You know, I'd be curious to know because I don't think this is an isolated incident.
Nope.
And rich people, I just want to know, how does it feel not to be affected? Are rich people affected? Do you identify?
people
Me, I identify as rich, but
You
They
identify
affected, but they don't feel it.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
us.
they have, I guess there are different problems, but yes, I wonder if it's how it's affecting them as well.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Either way, it's just that the money is a lot.
Yeah. Lola, you want to wrap up?
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for sharing your opinions. And thank you for sitting with us for this entire episode. If you are new to Over 25 channel, make sure you subscribe over there. It is free. And thank you guys. We have missed you so much. So this is very enjoyable for us. So even as we've missed each other so much, that's why you can see the chemistry is chemistry.
Chemistry.
But yeah, thank you so much. Make sure you are protecting your pockets. Listen to Ivy's stuff a lot. Go to her YouTube channel especially. Like we said, there's that topic you have to talk to us about. What topic did we say?
What did we say?
Mentorship. Oh, that's for here. Unrelated. It's
Mom brain.
But even just for this, I think you have a lot of beautiful nuggets, you know, and things like I think it's
money mindset.
It's low-hanging fruit for you to talk about these things because we're learning from you as well. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'll see you on the next episode. See ya.
Over 25, subscribe.